Very, very loud. Okay.
Very loud.
This is my first reading outside of a class, so I'm sorry if I a little bashful in the beginning. Sorry about the content.
Anthrax shirt, don't
yeah. Oh yeah. Also got something else on the back in case you get bored. The email simply reads $350. $350. I lie down and I think about this. I think about a 3, a 5, and a 0. How pretty they all look together. No periods to dash out the mass, the plus, the surplus in my checking account, or the credit bill I owe. I think about what's being asked of me for the $350. Now, this wasn't really what I had expected in doing research. Mind you, the research was on sex parties in New York City, but that was supposed to be for me and my date, for the two of us, for other like-minded couples, for literary endeavors, the want and the need of the academic community to hear what it's like for me, Noah Wunsch, a young New Yorker, to go and watch and maybe, you know, absolutely participate in one of them. I did what anyone in my place would do. I entered that long, dark, lit hallway of Craigslist classifieds. Reading through, once again, by the way, this is for a magazine. I don't actually go to sex parties by myself, so I take a lot of strange looks.
Don't ruin it!
I'm sorry, yes, I do go to sex parties by myself. Reading through the couples for couples section, looking for group events. Now, this wasn't my first research session, and by now I knew that you wouldn't get a response without a description and a picture of you and your date. A girl that worked for the magazine with me said she'd be my date, so we did an amateur photo shoot, and thus my sex party excursion had begun. Sex party. Not sex couplet, which I suppose would really just be normal sex, or some variation thereof. Now, I don't know which ad he posted, but apparently I had replied, and he wasn't having a sex party. He wasn't part of an organization, a group, or even a couple. It was just him, and apparently he wanted a him with him. A he, a guy, a boy, a man, a me. He asked on and on, this and that. Would you do this? No. How about that? No. What if I threw in a blender? No. A toaster? No. $350? He wanted me to say, shall we say, pleasure myself in front of him. For those who don't understand that idiom, he wanted me to jerk off. And why did I keep responding, you're asking? And the only thing I can think of is a girl likes being sought after every now and then. I know what you're thinking about this guy and probably about me. What a fucking weirdo. Ew, no way, that's disgusting. Now, at least in my mind, at that that's disgusting thought, things started to shift. It was less, that's disgusting, to more, that's disgusting? Because in reality, like, what is he asking me to do? He's asking me to do something that I'll most probably do with or without him present. And he's asking me to do this something with the added bonus of $350. It could be dangerous, but hey, walking down the street is dangerous. Non-nap comparison? Fuck you! New email comes in, and it simply says, please? And suddenly he shifts. He isn't a pervert. No, he's just a very sad, lonely old man who just needs that pat on the shoulder. Maybe he's a repressed politician or a silver-headed news anchor. I started creating the storyline of this man's life. Married with 2 perfect kids, girl wearing pink, boy wearing blue, football after school, meatloaf at night, Charlie Rose at 9. A novel whose chapters keep repeating themselves, the middle over and over, and I'd simply be the end. A momentary end. $350 end. His whorish savior. Another email comes in. If it makes you feel more comfortable, I'll come to your place. That would definitely not make me more comfortable. But it would make me feel more comfortable. Would it make me feel more comfortable than going to his house? Am I actually considering this? I remember reading a post from the other day. The writer posted the ad as a warning to all. Someone had been posting on the Woman Looking for Men wall that they were a tight-torsoed Asian woman. Apparently, the writer of the warning ad had responded to the tight-torsoed ad and was encouraged to come over to the lovely Asian woman's home. He knocked on the door, but it was unlocked and slightly ajar, and a voice told him to come in. The lights in the apartment were off, except for a light glow down the hallway. He walked into the candlelit room, finding A half-naked man, wrapped from head to belly in a white sheet, looking at the writer through 2 holes cut out of the white sheet. The writer punched him in the face and left. Was this guy the ghost? Was I actually thinking about becoming a male escort? A gigolo? Richard Gere before the gerbil fiasco? The idea of it was kind of exciting, but how would this fit in with the rest of my life? How would I continue my life as before? Could I? Would I be able to talk to my mom, pet my dog, go to class, sit down, raise my hand, and talk about pride and prejudice? It might be fine the day after, but my neurosis down the road would not be able to handle this. I'm really sorry, I respond, but I don't feel comfortable with this. A few minutes later, he replies, I understand, ... There was actually an ellipses. The son of a bitch was guilt-tripping me. And for a moment, I genuinely did feel bad for the Charlie Rose watching Meatloaf eating man. But then another email comes in saying, how about 400? And I block it. Every now and then, when I'm under my covers, getting nice and cozy, physically speaking, financially speaking, I'm completely fucked, I think about Leland. That's the name I gave him, Leland. I think about Leland, and I wonder how Leland is doing. I wonder what Leland would say if I contacted him tonight. Wonder how much it'd be. 100? 200? And wonder what point I'd say yes.